What's up, people? I'm back. Fred White, Tales from the Pen. If you're new to the channel, please go down and hit subscribe. Click the bell notification, and then click all. And hopefully YouTube will send you notifications every time I put up a video. Also, if you're new to the channel, my name is Fred. I'm from New York, and I talk about my prison experiences. And I talk about my almost 16 years in the penitentiary. I started getting locked up 14, 15, 16. By 17, I was in prison for facing felony murder charges. And, so I know a little bit of what I speak of, right? So, if you're new to the channel, my channel is not in a glorification kind of way. Everybody that, subscribes to me knows the deal. You know what I mean? I do this for the kids. I do this because the kids these days are being led down such a wrong path that I'm hoping to intercept them. Intercept them like how the feds do your phone calls. Ooh. I see a lot of people are intrigued. A lot of people DMing me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of the comments down, my past videos about the federal government and how they lock people up and the differences between the feds and the state, right? And how the feds play a whole different ballgame. I mentioned the intercepting things because, the feds, when they want to bug you, when they want to, know what you're doing and stuff like that, they have this technology. I need people to understand this. You guys can maybe look up. They have different ones. I remember one of the, like a couple years ago, the latest technology, it was called Stingray. Okay? And, hackers are using this too, the Stingray thing. What happens is, with your phone, okay? Your phone, when you're in a certain area, there are phone towers everywhere. In the whole United States, I'm just talking New York City, but in the whole United States, there are what's called phone towers. Now, these phone towers are where your phone pings off of, okay? So when you get a phone call or anything, or your phone is even in that area, it will ping to that tower. So just say you do a crime and you say, I was in Brooklyn. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the Bronx. That's a lie. They have your phone pinged off the tower, but also what they have is called Stingray Technology. Stingray does, what it does is it even intercepts the towers. So your phone doesn't even ping off the towers. This phone pings off of their apparatus, which is called a Stingray apparatus. It pings to them. So instead of all your information going to this tower that's been set up, and you can't get away with anything, people telling you, it goes to this, which is also part of the federal government too, and that's what they do. And what they do is that's how they can get every phone call, every text message, every website you've looked up, everything, so that when they're building their cases, right? When they're building their cases, and you might have got rid of that phone, right? Go through a new phone, it doesn't matter. They have all of that. You know what I mean? Every time they know your number, bang. They do what they do, Stingray Technology, bang. And so, you could be, again, under investigation for years. And the Stingray Technology gets everything, man. The technology these days is why I'm trying to tell people, it's hard you can't get away with nothing, man. You can't get away. Here in New York, they have now what's called speed traps. They have cameras, especially like, say, on Queens Boulevard. If you go over 25 miles an hour, if you go 27 miles an hour, you're getting a ticket. They take a picture of your front of your car, the back of your car. You were doing 27 at 11:38 last night. That's what they do. But these same technology, the same cameras also are recording. You understand? So again, when you say you weren't, that wasn't me on Queens Boulevard and 58th Street, they have all of that. They have you from when you got on Queens Boulevard or 90th Street. You understand what I'm saying? And they can follow you. They can follow you. The federal government, the state, these people can follow you. You understand? When you're going through an easy pass, like they taking pictures. They're taking pictures of you. You can't, it's hard. You can't get away. And again, like I say, how many people got caught up with that cell phone, the towers, like acting like they were somewhere else? And they're like, no, actually, you were 200 feet from the actual crime at 7:55 and the crime happened at 7:57. You know, like, this is how, this is, I'm telling you, the federal government, when they got you, it's hard. Because I know a lot of people have been intrigued with this whole Casanova and, you know, all these other certain gangs and things like that getting swept up by the feds. See, now it's just becoming more prevalent. They've been doing this. They've been doing this. This is nothing new. It's just becoming pertinent now because rappers and high-profile, maybe gang members and stuff like that are getting swept up in these RICO federal laws. Again, you guys know the RICO laws, every single charge is 20 years, automatic. There's no, like, you get convicted of something like, oh, all right, I'm going to get, it's 20 years under the RICO. Every charge you have under the RICO, right? Right? Everyone is 20 years. So, again, I don't know, because a lot of people ask me how much time Cat's facing. I don't even know. I didn't do that much investigation, to tell you the truth. I don't know how many charges he has. But however many charges he has under the RICO, each one is 20 years. That's crazy, man. So, I don't know his situation. I still don't know everything. Hopefully he gets around it, but we all know the feds. Some people have beaten the feds. Boosie beat the feds. Murder Inc. Gotti and them beat the, Irv Gotti and them beat the feds. But these guys spent $10 million doing it. $20 million doing it. Beating the feds with crazy lawyers and stuff like that. But even that, like, it's like I said, the feds rate is like 98%. So that's why most people cop out in the feds. When the feds got you, usually most people won't go to trial because they know that usually what the outcome is, right? Because when you're sitting back in the federal block, cell, whatever, in the house, whatever, and there's 50 people around and everyone's been convicted, it's like that wears on you. It's like, oh shit, my neighbor just got convicted. My other neighbor just got convicted. Like, everyone around you, and with the Fed's reputation of 98%, it gives you a different mentality when you're actually in the feds. It's like, oh fuck, wow, what's the cop out? You know what I mean? What are they offering? 10 years, 15 years, how much? You know what I mean? That's what happens. You see, like with Shotty, with the whole Tekashi thing, he copped out. Took the 15 years, which may seem like a lot, and it is a lot. But compared to the 90 or 100 and something he was facing, that he probably would have been convicted of, take the 15 and keep it moving. That's why their rate is so crazy, the feds, people. You got to understand this. I've also been talking to people, right? Check this out. I've also been talking to people about how a lot of people say that they feel like these gang channels that are on YouTube now, that they're going to be taken down. Like when somebody dies or something, like something's crazy is going to happen on this YouTube through this beefing, right? It has in the past, but nothing real high profile. Something high profile, and then people then they're going to come in and swoop in on these gang channels and get them all off YouTube, or dudes promoting bullshit, right? I beg to differ. It's not going to happen because you're doing the police job for them. You're doing the federal government job for them. When you're on here, when you're on this internet, exposing your crimes. When you're on the internet, talking about, a such and such who's in jail, who's the big, super big homie. Like, you're putting these guys who are in jail. I've seen it on this internet where dudes are like shouting out big names that are still in the penitentiary. One dude just recently, he's on the Cass case. I ain't gonna talk, but he's on the Cass case and he got indicted too. I think dude already had like 50 years or something like that. I'm not sure, but he got indicted also because all these dudes is shouting all these dudes out. Yo, the Godfather of this. Shout out to him and Attica. Shout out, and I'm just like, wow. Why would Fed shut this down? Why? Every day there's new people coming on this doing the same thing. Yo, I'm such and such of such and such. I live over here. I was like, oh my God. I seen it recently. One of these new dudes coming out past few weeks, going at some of these OG blood dudes from New York. And I seen dude, he's like, I'm from here. This is where I live. I'm such and such. You know what I mean? Such and such did this for me, such and such brought me, and I'm like, here's another one. Here's another one. Dudes chasing that clout, man. Dudes just want to be seen. Dudes want to be, yo, you seen that video I did? Come on, man. You not learning. And some of these dudes did a lot of time. Some of these dudes did a lot of time. And I'm just like, wow, why, what's going on here? One dude I heard him say he did 19 years or something, and he's on here. Yeah, shout out to this one. He shouted out about 8, 9, 10 dudes. Yo, shout out to him. He's the big ape. Shout out to this one. He's the big hurt. Shout out to this one. I'm just like, look, this is what one of the agents is doing. Sitting back, putting his feet up. Keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, he's the big. Oh, yeah, we knew about him already, but we're going to throw that in this charge because, we've been waiting 6, 7 years. We already have a case on that one, but you just shouted him out as super big whoever. These dudes crazy, man. These dudes is wild. Because why? Because they want to chase that clout. They want to be popular. They want to get 1,000 subscribers. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you've done a lot of time, man, you ain't supposed to be exposing none of this shit. You ain't supposed to be exposing these type things, man. But this is what happens. Again, so, to this couple of people we were arguing about, the federal government will never shut down the YouTube gang channel shit. Never. It's part of their investigation. They're gonna use homie's words later when they snatch him under that RICO. Oh, remember you said this? Even if you delete it, they got it already. Oh, remember you said you were the big. Remember? Let me show you this video. You remember this video? Oh, it was just entertainment. Nah, motherfucker, it wasn't entertainment. You chasing clout, man. Fuck off the internet with that shit. That's what I'm saying. This dude be bugging. It'll never happen. Again, the feds will never take down YouTube channels. Never. So, but I'm hoping that a couple people see this before they start their videos and understand. You can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about whatever you want. But you got to understand who you're talking to. Because some of this could be used right on the stand against you. So when you're in court and they play this against you, what is your defense? But you said this. And you said it on numerous places. I was just kidding. That's not a fucking defense for the feds. I was just joking. You would never see Fred White talk about none of that shit. I know the laws. I know the rules. Plus, again, I'm a square. All that stuff I did was mad years ago. So many. You know what I mean? Since I've been home. I've been caught a jaywalking ticket, man. You know what I mean? My life is different. You see? That's what you gotta put out here to the people. Some positivity. This is what it is. All you dudes on here talking crazy. Stop! Stop! You're just going back to jail, man. They just waiting. You know what I mean? They're just waiting. Again, 10 years. They could go back 10 years. I told you guys in the last video, the Feds said in this indictment, they've been investigating Kaz and had this thing on him since 2010. They let him get out of jail, let him do all these videos, let him do all this craziness, and then guess what? Your words are being used against you because the Feds can do that. The Feds can go on and use your music video. The Feds are different people. They're a whole different animal than the state. The Feds do what they want to do, man. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? Their things are different than the state. I've been telling you people, man, and I'm still seeing new dudes get up on here and do the same thing. And I'm just like, they must not fuck with Fred White, man. They must not. You know, it doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. The Fed system is different, man. The Fed system. You've heard of conspiracy charges? You know what conspiracy is? Conspiracy is two or more people who conspire to do a crime. Conspiracy. That's it. You're involved in a conspiracy now. Whether it's to sell drugs, whether it's to hurt somebody, whether it's to rob somebody, whether it's to kill somebody. Two of y'all conspire to do it. Conspiracy charge. There it is. Two or more. That doesn't seem like a lot, right? No, it's not. So be careful. You be careful. It doesn't. The Fed system's different. Even the Feds, it's just. And I talk about the Feds and I talk about how they do their investigations, but half of their investigations, other than YouTube and tapping and watching you and knowing who you are and your Facebook and your Instagram, I already spoke about all the rats. They have so many people on their payroll with them. Here, he's doing this away. He's got 10 guns in his house. I sold them all 10 guns. They're in this house. That's it. And you think everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker sold you 10 guns. He a real motherfucker. No. No. He with them people. He get a paycheck every 2 weeks. He get a bank account, direct deposit. You know what I'm saying? You know, the days I already spoke about, the days of, you know, guys getting in the back of cop cars and here, those are over. You get a direct deposit. Wait, what? Yeah. Every 2 weeks, like a payroll. Every Wednesday, check your account. It's there. This is, you know, so there's so many rats. There's so many rats in the system, too. I'm going to tell you guys about that, okay? In the Fed system, when you come in, okay? When you come in, someone will approach you, okay? I've never been in the Fed system. A lot of my guys have. My boy O, you guys know I always speak about my boy O. He just came home, you know what I mean, a few weeks ago. So, you know, I got a little rundown. I might do a little interview with O. So, but I've seen enough and I know enough and I talk to enough people to know how this works. So, someone will pull up on you when you come through the federal system, okay? Eventually, not on no gangster shit. Not on no, yo, where's your papers? None of that. Talk to you. What's up, man? Where you from? From New York. Oh, okay. So, usually, dudes ride with their area. You know what I'm saying? You have a New York car. You might have a, you know, a Jersey car. You might have like dudes from, you know, the DC dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like states, because the feds, they send you everywhere. So you could be from anywhere. You could be from Mississippi and being in a New York Fed joint. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. So somebody going, oh, you from okay, you from New York? Oh, okay. You know such. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. So, you know, in case you don't really know how this works, man, you know, we have the New York car here. We have a bunch of people. I'm going to send somebody else. So, New York dude will come over. Yo, what's going on, man? How's everything? Oh, I heard you from, where you from? Oh, you from Queens. That's what's up, man. I'm from Brooklyn. How you doing? Listen, man, you know, we need to see your paperwork, man. That's just how this thing goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? They come on some smooth shit. You with me? I just freestyle right there. But you understand what I mean? They come on that. They don't come on, no, yo, where's your paperwork? Yeah, shit don't, that don't work, man. You know what I mean? So now you have options. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody presses you for your paperwork, it's not, you know, they asking because this is how everybody in this jail works. And they don't want any rats around them, okay? And you can't ride with me in a New York car and use a rat. Like that'll, you know what I mean? That'll cause a whole bunch of other shit. So what they do is they send, so like I said, you got to get that paperwork, bro. You have 2 weeks. You know what I mean? You have till the 10th or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to get it. Call your people. And now your family got to go to the courts because that's, you know, my man was telling me that's what he did. He had to call his family. His family had to go to the court buildings, get all his paperwork, and send it to him. You know what I mean? And some people, you know, if they're people on the outside is slacking and shit like that, they in trouble. They have options. Their options is to sign in. You know what I mean? Roll up to, you know, to the police. I can't live here. Or if you're a rat and you know your paperwork is going to be exposed, you do the same thing. You get up out of there, right? You sign in. Some dudes pull stunts. You know what I'm saying? They may start a fight or something like that, knowing that, you know what I mean, they have like 4 more days till their paperwork's supposed to be here, or something bad might happen to you. You may get, you know what I mean? You may get stabbed. You may, like, they're going to send dudes at you. Yo, you ain't got that paperwork. You got to go. You don't want to go, then you get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're just going to come up on you 90% of the time and just stab you if you don't have your paperwork. You don't have it yet? All right, bro, you got to go. Sorry, man. You seem like a cool dude, but you know the rules. Fuck out of here. Beat it. Roll up. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the way it goes in the Fed system. But the thing about the Fed system, the thing about it's just any system is that, and this is why I bug out with this internet shit, right? First, because you're taught, don't talk to anybody. Like, you know how we talked about some of the rules? You know, there's so many more rules. I just give you guys the basics. But another basic rule in the penitentiary, especially when you're in county jail, is don't tell anybody your case. Don't talk to anybody about your crime. Don't talk to anybody about your past crimes. Okay? Because you just never know. You know what I mean? You just never know who you're talking to. It could be your cellie. It could be somebody who you tight with. But he's got 30 years to do. You know what I'm saying? And he's been in for 10. You know, and he's just like, you know what? And you start talking to, you're cool with your boy, yo, and your boy tell, yo, listen, man, yo, I'm glad they didn't catch me. I caught that homie on, Main Street. Remember like when that kid got shot? Yo, that was me. Oh, word. Oh, damn, crazy. Yo, pass me this acetone. I'm making this rice, right? Like nothing. Next thing you know, dude's catching a new charge for a homicide, and guess who's the star witness? Right? That's how it goes, because there's people in there who are looking to get their cases thrown out, looking for their cases to, get a time cut or anything like that, right? You understand what I'm saying? They're looking for reasons to get the fuck out, right? Like they're looking to get out. Of course, everybody's looking to get out of prison, right? Some people go about it the law library way, because there's always something in your case. There's always some type of loophole. You just got to find it. That's how it goes. So there's always looking, and then there's the rat guys who will tell on people, right? I've seen this a lot of times. One time I remember this dude his name was Red. He was like from Syracuse or something like that. And I remember he came to Otisville. He's, you could see he had a little rowdiness to him or whatever, whatever. And then he went down to court. He went to court. Like, they took him out of the state, and they said he had to go back to court. He said he had a new case or whatever. Then come to find out, he was ratting. I only found out because when he came back from court, he was on the weights. He was pushing the weights. Boom. And he was pushing them, and the dude came and just hit him. Boom! Stabbed him in the stomach. Boom! While the weight was on him and shit. Oof. He threw the weight. The weight was like on his neck. Like, it was crazy. And then that was the thing. He went down. Remember when he went down to court? Yeah, what happened? He was testifying in somebody on a jailhouse case. Like, a dude told him something, and he went and called the prosecutors. It's a fact. I also seen another one. There's this kid, right? His name was we're gonna call him Dubar. Okay. Dubar was in Kasaki. Dubar was robbing everything, man. Dubar was one of the he was a sneak thief though. He wasn't like running up on, you know what I mean? Like, he's from Brooklyn. He was the porter. So when dudes go to program, he'd be the only one there. He'd be getting dudes with the broom, fishing shit out dudes' cells. Like, he was just a grimy dude, right? You know what I'm saying? So I remember this one kid. He was from Harlem and shit. I don't remember the kid's name, but I remember the kid was from Harlem, and Dubar robbed him. Everybody knew Dubar robbed him. Everybody knew it was Dubar who did it, right? So son waited. He waited like a day or two. And one day we was coming back from chow. Everybody was starting to go to their cells. The police popped the cells up front. Pop, 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 pop. Dude, when Dubar went in and went to close it, dude ran in the cell and closed the two with Dubar. That takes kind of some balls. Think about that, people. You running up in the cell and you going to close the door. It's like there's no escape. You're not getting out of that room without some type of violence occurring. You know what I mean? I've seen that a lot of times. But someone in there with a bang. I don't know what happened. I know Dubois ended up getting the knife too and stabbing him too. It was crazy. That was a crazy scene. But what happened was they shipped dude out to jail and they shipped Dubois to Attica. So when Dubois was in Attica, dude was back to his old bullshit, and he stole a Spanish kid's army coat. He stole this other kid's army coat. And the people that was with the other kid was, they wasn't, you know what I mean? One dude was mad cool with him and was like, yo, whatever. And he ended up stabbing Dubois. Pow, 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 pow. And right before he pretty much killed Dubois. Dubois got murdered in Attica. This is what happened. Son killed him. Pow, pow, pow. And before the police came out, dude took a razor and cut his own self. You with me? Bam. To make it more of a self-defense type thing. You know what I'm saying? This is the mentality of certain people. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You guys might be like, oh shit, but that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He cut his own self, just a little bit on his shoulder. To act like, yo, he came at me, I had to defend myself. So it was, and then in those type of cases, you may get a few years. But what happened was, the dude who he protected the kid. In other words, Dubois robbed somebody. Son defended the kid, right? Did that, killed Dubois in the yard. Facts. The kid that got his shit robbed told on the kid who helped him. Said that before the police came, he cut himself to try to get the fellow. The dude ended up copping out. So again, I don't want people to think, oh my God, he's talking about murder. Dude copped out. This was in the 90s. Dude copped out. He might even be home already. You know what I'm saying? He took 10 years or whatever it was. Had like 8, 9, 10 years in the box. That's usually what they give you, 10 years in the box for a homicide. And, so dude might be, probably be home right now. I don't know. But my point is, you just never know who's going to fucking rat. Dude defended you, and he testified against him. Well, he was going to. Son copped out. Like, if dude would have went to trial, dude would have got on his trial and stand and testified. So he never got a chance to testify because the dude copped out. You understand? But he's still a rat. And, and he did it. You know what he did it for? To get to a closer jail. So his family could come visit him and, be more convenient. Like, he didn't even tell to get time off his fucking case. Like, this motherfucker told so he could come from Attica maybe down to Sing Sing or something like that. Sing Sing's right, close. Like 45 minutes away and it's from the city. Like, it's right there. You understand? So, you got dudes that would tell just to get to a closer jail. And tell on you and give you the rest of your life in prison. It's just, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You just never know who's the rat. So those is all part of the rules. Like, keep your mouth shut. And you're taught that. Don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to anybody about your case, right? So it's baffling for me that these dudes come home and they still don't grasp that concept on this internet. They don't grasp that concept. You know what I mean? You remember that song, Run DMC? You shut up, homeboy. You talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. You talk too much, right? Come on now. I'm just giving you certain things that happen in the penitentiary. Like I always say, it's a different world. And as you guys know, this is why I do what I fucking do here, man. I'm trying to get some knowledge. I'm trying to let people know, like, yo, be careful. What are you doing? It don't make sense to me what you doing. It's not part of what I do, and it's crazy because when I came home, right, I seen this, I was intrigued by this internet. That's a fact. I was intrigued by phones, by the internet, a Metro card, a bank card. How do I, you know what I mean? Like, everything intrigued me, but the internet intrigued me so much, right? I would, my brother would show me, you get an AOL, you get an AOL account, I got an AOL account, I'd be in the AOL, and all of a sudden the thing would pop up, boom, boom, boom. What the fuck? Who the motherfucker would write ASL? I had no idea what the fuck that means. You know what I mean? My brother would tell me, later, and then I learned what it meant. It meant age, sex, and location. This is how motherfuckers was trying to get girls or girls get guys. Like, hey, what's your age, what's your sex, and where are you from? I'm like, what the fuck? This internet is crazy. So it was weird to me, but my point is, when I'm watching this internet and I'm watching these videos called hood to hood videos. Right? You ever heard of these hood to hood videos? Hold on. You ever see these? They call hood to hood, or and they have different variations of them. But as I'm watching this, right, I'm watching these videos, and dude is interviewing them, right? Like this whole Vlad TV thing. Dude is interviewing dudes. Yo, yo. So, and he always asks the same fucking question in every fucking city he go to. Yo, yo, yo. And you never see the dude, but you hear, yo, yo, yo. What's the wildest stuff that happens out here, man? Tell us what goes on out here. And these motherfuckers be like, what? Yo, we shoot, we bust. This is what we make money all day. Look at our money, man. Look. This is what we do over here on this side. Them dudes, them suckers over there 4 blocks away, they ain't built like us. Then you go to the 4 blocks away, it's the same thing. It's the same people, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they all built like you, but every neighborhood thinks them dudes ain't built like us. Like and no matter where you are, no matter what hood you in, they think their hood is. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. So I'm watching this, and one of them, I think he went to like Little Rock, Arkansas, or some shit. Like he was all over Memphis. Like the dude, it's hood to hood video. You guys look it up yourself. They're free promotion for the cop. So he's definitely probably a Fed or something. So he was so tell us some of the things. They're like, yo, what? Look, we pop over here. Look, and they had like an abandoned car on the block. You guys probably seen it. They had like an abandoned car on their block, right? And they're like, look, dudes, come over here. Look how we rock. And they open up the trunk, and there's like 10, 15 guns in that shit. Uzi, all types of shit. I'm like, damn. But in my mind, I'm saying to myself, damn, these kids going to jail. These kids going to prison. Fact, they're going to prison. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And they're actually showing the block. That was the part about this thing. When he pops the trunk, anybody remember these videos? Because I know thousands, millions of people seen these videos. When they pop the trunk and show the guns, the dude on the camera shows the block, the cross block. It was such and such and such. I don't remember. But it actually shows the block and where the car. Right? Oh, shit, yo, show them where we at. Oh, we over here. Yeah, this is how we get down. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm so confused. But then I watched the next one. Like, it was just so intriguing to see all these kids self-snitching, telling on themselves. And this was 15 years ago, damn near. 15 years ago. But it's still going on today. Just in a different variety. Right? When you're posting all this bullshit and talking to Vlad. The thing about the Vlad thing is that, the Vlad TV thing is that, don't know. You know, he asked some questions. I get it. But after watching a few people who spoke on Vlad's behalf, they've actually said, they've done numerous videos. All these people said the same thing. That when you come in, he has a list. And he tells you what he's going to talk about. And he asks you what he can't talk about. Does that make sense? Now, again, I'm not defending the dude, because I've had dudes write stupid comments and just delete them. Oh, you're defending him because he's white. I never defended Vlad. So if anybody sees anything that I've ever said to defend Vlad, please let me know. I didn't defend it. I'm impartial in certain things. I'm just against the idiots. I'm against people self-telling. And I'm not saying he don't ask questions. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is from the people who, videos that I've seen of people who have defended him, they all said the same thing. Vlad asks you, can he ask these questions? And he asks you what he can't talk about. You see what I'm saying? What he can't talk about. Like the baby. When the baby caught that body in Walmart, he had an open case. He was on the Vlad TV show. And baby, he didn't want to talk about it, and he didn't. You understand what I'm saying? So you have the option, because there's many dudes who've done that dude show, who've danced around. Another dude, Pee Wee something, Long Way or something. Vlad's asking him, yeah, man, so I see you wear a lot of blue. Which I get how people could take that, Vlad's a Fed. He may be. I see you wear a lot of blue. He's like, nah, that's just my favorite color. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the name of your crew is MP something, which means money, money pounds and guns or some MPG, some shit. I don't even know. And the dude was like, nah, that don't mean that. It means powerful. You know, money, power, whatever else he said. You know what I mean? He's like, nah. You know, well, it's been said that you've been gang. He's like, I don't gang bang. I go to school, right? So, and a lot of people have done this. A lot of people have skipped over things that the questions he has asked, right? But if you're gonna be doing these videos, then you better be mindful of what the fuck you're saying. You know what I mean? I get it. When you're under the lights, I've done a few things where a few videos, a few people, you don't know the questions they're gonna ask. I get it. But supposedly, don't know how true it is. He asks you if he can ask these type questions and what he can't ask. You see what I'm saying? That's the time when you're supposed to be like, yo, don't ask me this, don't ask me that. Let's keep it music. I want to talk about my music, maybe a little bit of my struggles in the past, family structure, things like that. But I don't want to get into any, you know, anything crazy. Simple, right? I seen these other dudes online. This was on the news. I know you guys heard this. Tell me you guys didn't hear this. You definitely heard this. Now, the dudes were online, right? And they had their little unemployment scheme going with the government, right? You know what I'm saying? They were doing their unemployment things and, getting millions of dollars. Don't know how, but whatever. So, where they were getting checks and people's names type thing, people who didn't exist, and they were getting all these checks, like dead people, stuff like that. Like, they were getting the checks, and they're flaunting it in their video. And one of the lines, right, it says, one of the lines, he said, as he's rapping, he's like, you gotta sell cocaine. All I gotta do is file a claim. Feds swooped in and got all of them. I'm laughing, but because of the stupidity. And these dudes be like, nah, I'm smarter than that. I'm smart. Motherfucker, you ain't smart. If you on here talking bullshit, you ain't smart. You not. You just setting up a case for yourself. I swear to God. Don't come like dudes out, yo, but I'm a smart dude. Now you not. Now you not. Not talking crazy. You not. You not. Definitely not. I see dudes, you know what I mean? I see dudes coming at older dudes and things like that, trying to get them out their character. And it's like, yo, like, listen, man, the police is watching, man. Stop. Police watching all of this, man. You, that was the funniest line to me. You got to sell cocaine. All I got to do is file a claim. Right. Let's see if he's filing claims now. He's not filing claims. But these are the type people out here, and these kids is watching. And they're being led down the wrong direction. It just doesn't make sense to me. You're being led down the wrong direction. You're being led down the wrong path, and that's what happens. These kids, a lot of these kids, man, let me tell you. See, I know a lot of times people see things like how kids, the kids are running around acting stupid, and here's the reality, man. Most people are products of their environment, man. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching the video with Mike Tyson, as a matter of fact. And I think he was doing it with Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Two Brooklynites, Brownsville, right? So, and, Zab was asking him a question. And Mike told Zab, you know what I am? I'm a product of fear. I'm a product of fear because I've seen so much. And I realized that, I was actually afraid. He said, if I didn't grow up in Brownsville, I wouldn't be the Mike Tyson I am today. I wouldn't have been heavyweight champion. I would have been none of that. You know what I mean? But because of the fear that was instilled in me at a young age when I seen all this violence around me, then, he had no dad and then lost his mother. He was lost in the streets, man. And that's what I'm saying is that a lot of these kids are the same way. A lot of these people, a lot of these kids are like, they don't have that guidance. You guys know I speak about that God. They don't have that father figure. You know what I mean? Because a lot of fathers are leaving kids to leaving their kids to be raised by their mothers. Salute to all the moms trying their best, right? And some of these kids, their mother's not even 32 and they're 16, 17. Mom is still twerking and still in the clubs. Dad's not there. What? You understand? So it's a cycle, man. You know what I mean? Like, would you, it's like, how do I explain it? Like, I try to, like, if you take any animal, and you put them in the streets, right? As young puppies, whatever. Take a dog, right? Take a dog. You put him in the street as a puppy by himself. You know, most likely, I'm just saying, no people around or nothing, just all that. He's most likely he's not going to survive. And I'm not equating kids or people to, but it's kind of the same concept, right? When you're leaving these kids to be, raised by others, when you're leaving these kids to be raised by people who their morals and principles are all fucked up, what you expect. Again, shout out to all the moms. I'm not never disrespecting moms. Shout out to all the single moms trying their best. But especially these little boys, man, it's different when a man is around and a man is in their life. And you come from a dual income household and you have structure, those kids end up different. It's a fact. Not saying those kids don't stray and oh, but what about this one? No, but the percentage wise is what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear about a few examples of people come from dual income household, mother and dad in the house, mom and dad are productive in society, and the kid ends up going straight. I know that happens. I get it, but the percentages don't say that. You know what I mean? There's some people, of course, but a lot of these kids are raised, man, in fucked up situations, man. Roach rat infested houses. You know what I mean? Just in the streets and just seeing violence like Mike did when he was younger. And they become a product of that, right? Because dads, you know what I mean? A lot of times dads run off, you know what I mean? They're just having sex with these women. These women end up pregnant. They're like, well, I ain't mine. Boom. Unless that kid has a strong foundation, he's gonna get lost. He's gonna get lost like a puppy in the street, right? Like, it's crazy. Even stray cats, right? Right? Stray cats are different than house cats, right? If you take a house cat that's been in the house, right, in house and being fed and chilling and cuddling up with you take that cat and put him in the street around stray cats, what's gonna happen? He's gonna get tore up. You don't know how to survive, right? But a stray cat who's already out there, born, mom has the babies in the streets, that's all they know. They in the streets, that's all they know. They don't know about the house. They don't know what it is to have, sleep next to a warm radiator. They don't know that shit. They got to sleep out a manhole cover because it's a little warm. Do you understand what I mean? Like the metaphor I'm trying to bring up out here sometimes may get lost in translation, but you understand, man, it's a different mentality when you're a house cat and a stray cat. And a lot of these kids are stray cats, man. A lot of these kids are stray cats, man. Being led down the wrong fucking path by dudes talking about, you gotta sell cocaine. All I got to do is file a claim. You know what I mean? Or dudes talking crazy on this internet and gangster shit like, yo, and look up to that shit, man. We have a moral obligation, man, as older people, man. Especially people who've been through the struggle. We have a moral obligation, man. This is my way of giving back. This is what I'm doing. I'm encouraging people. I know that for a fact. I get DMs, emails all the time. People 14, 15, 16 writing me, yo, man, I love your videos. I appreciate what you're like, you help me so much. Like, what? I want to do more. I wish I could. I'm trying to figure out ways to, do a bunch of things. I'm trying. But we, as older people, especially who've been through struggles, especially when we know what's going on, we have to do more, man. I always say this. We have to do better as fathers. We have to do better as uncles, man. We have to do better as brothers. We have to do better as people, man. That's the only way. Are we going to stop all this violence and everything? No. No. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these kids, once they're in, that's it. That's it. So you got to try to get them a little before that. But once they're in, that's it. They're in. They're stuck. You know, especially once you join certain things, you're done. Especially in jail too. It's like that in jail too. Like I remember a couple people. I mean, I'm Shorty Brolic. I remember like there's certain dudes you could look at and like, come on, man. We know you just got it. We know you just joined because half these dudes do it out of fear, right? In the prison system too, like Mike said, it's out of fear. So a lot of these dudes turn whatever they gonna turn out of fear, but they ain't really built like that. They not really built like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was in the double bunk box and Shorty Pollock, he was bloody. You could just see he was like even dude, even the homies didn't really even respect him. You know what I mean? But he was in a cell with a Latin king, and he ain't pop. And this is like this was '98, and he ain't pop. So dudes put him on 5 Low, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dudes did what they do, whatever they do with him. But they couldn't get to him. He's in the box. He's in the box. Double bunk box. You're not getting to nobody. You chained up. It don't work like that. But what happened was the Latin King kid left, and they put another, blood dude in the cell, and that was it. Dude, fuck Shorty Brolic up, man. Had him screaming on the gate, "Help me!" You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes, man. Was choking him out, put his face all in the toilet. You know what I mean? You're not really built like that, man. And not saying all them dudes, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the dudes who join out of fear, yo. It's sad, man. And then it's sad when I'm watching, man. And I'm sad when I keep seeing these drive-bys, and I'm sad when are we ever, again, like I said, are we ever gonna stop that? No. No. But we could try. We could get a couple people to maybe avoid them from killing somebody in the future, ruining families. Because that's what happens, man, with violence, man. That's what happens when you do a drive-by, people that you really don't know just because they're of a different faction. But if everybody would sit down, everyone would realize they have the same struggles. Everyone comes from the same struggle. Everyone comes from that same dirt. So why are we killing each other? Like, this may sound weird. I kind of wish I was down with something like that where I could be that voice. Like, why are we doing? I can't say we because I'm not involved in nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could be like, yo, what are we doing here? I can't. I'm not we. I'm not part of that. I'm I. And I do what I can. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I really wish that. Like, you know what I mean? So these kids, like, yo, we need to do more in the communities. We need to, I just get sad when I see all this stuff, people, man. You know what I mean? I just see sad because, the penitentiary is full with vultures. Huh? The penitentiary is full with wolves. Wolverines. You know what I mean? And you as a little kitty cat going up in there with the Wolverines, that's what happens, man. Especially you young kids. Listen to me, man. The older inmates try to take advantage of you because you may not know the system as well, right? It's like an apprentice job, right? When you go on any job, right? You're wild. Maybe you're an apprentice. Like here in New York, a lot of the unions, 3-4 years, you're an apprentice, learning your craft. Then you become a master or whatever, carpenter or whatever it is, electrician, right? But you have to put that work in first. You have to put that work in to get to that. You have to understand and that's what happens. So a lot of these kids are young, they're apprentices, and these other guys are already master carpenters. And they take advantage, man. This is the type of stuff that happens in the penitentiary, people. You guys know I do all of this, man, for the kids. I know most of my audience is adults, and they just like to hear certain things and like to hear me talk or whatever, and that's fine. But I like it when I get messages from people saying, hey, man, I put my son in front of the TV, and I've seen a or 360, whatever. I've seen a full change in him. That's what I'm here for. That's my pay right there. That's my pay. Speaking of pay, people, I know a lot of people comment about a lot of commercials. I have nothing to do with the commercials. As of November 18th, YouTube just started putting commercials. Pretty much, if you start a channel and you have 50 subscribers, they're going to put commercials on it. You're not going to get paid until you get 1,000. So I know people are like, Fred, you got a lot of commercials. I don't put them there. We used to be able to put them in certain places, like I want it here, here. I probably still can, but YouTube puts their own, and they just, So again, I don't want people upset with me, like when they, watch the video later or something like that. And there's commercials, I have zero to do with that. I have nothing to do with the commercials. However, if you do watch the commercials, I get paid. If you don't watch it, I don't think I get paid for it. But whatever. Again, I don't really do it for that. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be here watching me, I'm entertaining you. It's there. Appreciate a couple of people send me Cash App. I don't know who Ceez is, Ceez. I wish the Cash App would be able to I'd be able to write people back. But shout out for the donations, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to we've got a couple of people trying to, new channels, and I was vibing with a dude today. He was in military prison. Let me see what dude. I know his name is Z. He was in military prison, so I'm gonna have him on my show. Because we've talked the states, we've talked feds. Have we talked military prison? No, we haven't. No, we have not. So, dude, where's dude? Let me give dude a shout out, man. Seems like a cool dude. Let me shout out his YouTube channel real quick. Shout out to Tunes out there too. What this Real Talk TV, something Real Talk TV 12, something like that. Shout out to Tunes. All right, so this dude is what is it called? Florida Prison Talk. I think that's the name of his channel. Florida Prison Talk. Well, check him out, man. He's got a couple interesting things on there. But I'm gonna be interviewing him soon. I got a lot of things going on. Make a positive announcement to the world. So your boy's getting married. Oh yeah, yeah. January 1st, we're doing it by Zoom. So, a lot of positive things happening, man. So, I'm going to have some interviews, but it's just, probably in January. In the meantime, I'll just be up here every Wednesday doing my thing with you guys. As you guys know, this isn't a live video. I recorded this. I'm going to put it up tonight at 8 o'clock. There is a blizzard coming, so there's a possibility now. After this video, there's a possibility. I'll let you know because I'll be in the chat. But there's a possibility I may just go live right after this. After this video, I may just go live and come talk to the people, all right? So when the video's over, I'll let you guys know. I'll be in the chat tonight when this video is playing. And I'll let you guys know. If I'm in the chat, then afterwards, then stay tuned. And when I'll come back in live and everybody come back in and we can just vibe, man. We can vibe about this video. I wanted to talk a little bit about Hitmen in prison, too. Because there's Hitmen in prison, too. But maybe I'll do that on the next video. Nah, we're going to talk about it now. Who cares? Who cares? So, there's all types of different breeds of people in the penitentiary, right? And I always explain that, not everybody is the same, right? And not everybody does the same kind of bids. We understand this. However, there are people in there who are actual hitmen. Wait, in prison? Yes. Yes. I knew one dude, he was a hit. That's his hustle. Everyone has their own hustle. Some people may have the store. You guys know I spoke about this. The store in the block, right? Where you can go to this guy for anything. You just got to give him back too, or whatever he charges, whatever his interest rates are. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever his interest rates are, you have to pay that. Like you may want a box of butter cookies. He charges 1 for 2 or 1 for 3. Usually it's 1 for 2. If it's, if he's got a lot, he's not going to be that greedy. 1 for 2. So that means he'll give you one right now for free here. But when you go to the store, you got to bring him back 2. That's how it works. So that's his hustle, right? Soups, let me get 4 soups, 5 soups. Okay, cool. When you go to the store, buy me 10. That's how it goes. And then he gets us 10. And then, a store. Like you know what I'm saying? Running a little organized business back there. There's some people that hustle drugs. And there's some people whose hustle is actual hitman. Wait, what? Yeah. I remember this one dude. He would charge $200 and a pair of Timberlands. So for $200 and a pair of Timberlands, he would try to take you out. You know, you want me to cut them? You want me to stab them? What you want me to do? Right? Because sometimes what happens is you may have dudes that are selling drugs in there, right? They get it, however they get it. And back then we used to have like sugar bags, okay? Sugar bags, you know, little equal bags, whatever. And you fill that, and that's weed. You know, that's your. Those will go for $25, $30, just that little sugar bag, which is, you know, barely get a joint or whatever. Like, you know, whatever the hustle was, like that. You know what I'm saying? But what happens? Excuse me. But what happens is if somebody don't pay, and just say they on the other side, and you can't get to them, there's hitmen circling around. Yo, I need you to take care of something. Okay. They send him the $200, send him a pair of boots, get him. And dude might have only owed $50 or something. I'm just saying, I don't know the going rate now. Like, I don't want people around, oh, Fred, that's not how it is now. It's 500. I don't know. I'm just saying, I know one who was doing it for $200 in a pair of Timberlands, and he would take you out for that. And if he gets caught, he gets caught. That was his job. That was his hustle. Facts. Like, you know, maybe some people could comment about other states if there's actual hitmen in prison there. But in New York State, there are prisoners who will take contracts on your head. And you won't even know it's coming because you've never seen this motherfucker a day in your life. And all of a sudden, you're getting a knife stuck in your neck for $200. And don't forget them Timberlands. Oof. Anyway, people, I'll keep you posted about this live next, man. We'll see what's going on after this video. I see this video is already an hour. This is, you guys know I just get up here and just start chopping it up, man. I just only wanted to make 20, 30-minute videos. No one's watching for an hour. But I don't really care. I just need my message out there, man. So stay tuned. There's a possibility I'll be right back on here right after this video, man. But in the meantime, you guys know the motto. Experience is the greatest teacher. But somebody else's experience can be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. And on that note, people, Fred White, signing off.